Okay. Let's just see what sort of things we have. Well, free pick then, that means good times. Okay, let's try a shooter of a different style. Pocky and Rocky with Becky. Now, the Pocky and Rocky series goes back further than most people know of. Multi-directional enemy seeking. I don't know, they're all kind of good. Let's go with Rocky. Once upon a time, there was an evil ghost. He did many nasty things, so a goddess had to keep him prisoner. However, 100 years later, evil ghost escaped. Oh no, what's that? It must be the big ghost. Pocky and her friends are in danger. I have to recapture him. So yes, the Pocky and Rocky series, originally titled Kiki Kai Kai over in Japan, it's been on a lot of different systems, like, you know, the Super Nintendo one everybody is familiar with, Pocky and Pocky and Rocky 2. And it was on TurboGrafx, Arcade, NES, all sorts of systems. This was the iteration released on Game Boy Advance. And the music here is very much like the music from the Super NES version, but this one I do not believe is merely a port. I think it is... I guess we'll find out as we go along. Now, the keys aspect was definitely a thing from Pocky and Rocky 2, I do believe. Don't think the first one had keyed treasure chests or anything of that nature. What? No. Bother. That'll do better. Let's stick with this. One second. Reading through the chat, both those spellings are acceptable pretty much anywhere, Tenta. Oh yeah, I completely forgot he has this tail attack. Everybody has a long-range attack and a melee attack. With Pocky, she has her little, spirit medium staff with the bits of paper on it. Okay, so definitely not just a port of the first game. Very different. Grow Tengu! What are you doing here? Do you think I'll let you pass? Well, that's the way we came from, so we don't really want to pass that way, so... Why can't I just carry on the way I was going and let you guard the way I came from? Now, one thing that is kind of weird is that usually, by the first boss, you would have had the chance to get several upgrades. You know, not just one. As I mentioned, Pocky and Rocky series is very much a shmup series, just that instead of it being auto-scrolling and moving around in a ship, you're walking instead. You're not bad. Alright, I'll let you through. Alright. Don't know offhand how many chapters there are exactly. Find out as we go along. What are they again? Never remember their names. The umbrella ghost things. The one sandal. less of that. Really not sure where all the upgrade spirits are. I really could use... Also that, we got a key in the last round, but did not find any locked treasure chests or anything like that, so I'm really curious about all this now. Yeah, that's kinda terrible. Seems that the upgrade we get is either random or keyed to time or place. I have no idea what this is now. I think I kinda preferred my larger thing there. What? Oh. Well, I guess that's a thing. And yeah, that leads to instant death. Well then. Oh, I guess we'll take this one, and... Hey, that actually did not give us the same effect that time. Also, now we have a second orb. Let's actually try using buttons. L button uses an orb, which is some kind of super spirit attack. R button does the same exact thing. Okay, good to know. Also, those death pits seem to be in a lot of places. Second, also, it seemed that just shooting around was able to make that orb appear unless there was a box there that I didn't see. Maybe the lantern? Oh, hey! Shoot lantern, get stuff. So it seems that these enemy-seeking things are automatic. Very cool. Let's keep this. Anyway, what on earth kind of creature are you? It's not my fault, it was the ghost that freed me. Uh-huh. Interesting reasoning from the bad guy. That was close. Ooh. Crazy lightning attacks. Ooh, equally crazy fire attacks. Also, he seems to really enjoy switching to the side that I am not at. So now I'm really glad that I picked up this homing attack, even if it's not incredibly strong at this point. Trying to avoid save stating overly much for the sake of not interrupting the music and such sort like that. However, it's still better to not get killed. At the moment, I'm not certain if we can even get more health than this. Beyond this point, many ghosts will obstruct me. Well, before this point, many ghosts were obstructing me, and apparently God did not enjoy you being a bad thing. Just sort of struck you down there. Whichever spirit the big kahuna of the Japanese mythology would be. And yeah, again, we got a key with no use for it. I think I should probably now actually go find out just what the deal with that is, because that does not really seem like, you know, it seems like there should be some purpose for that, which is escaping us. Oh. FAQ says that Rocky's homing missiles are the best weapon in the game, so it appears we picked correctly without even knowing. The blue tags extend range, yellow speeds up shots, purple goes to max power. Huh. Oh, and that would be the homing ones. Oh, well, I'll be damned. As it turns out, that key is a boss key, so we can't face the boss without that key. So that's that explained. What's this? Are you a thing? Not a thing we can interact with, I don't think. Okay, so the wells just generate enemies. Is there a... No, this one was not lit, so no power-ups can be gotten from this. Yeah, let's try to avoid that as best as possible. I'm hoping to get some of the, what was it again? The yellow... no, whichever shots it was that will, just a bit more range. I'm never a fan of any kind of shmup game, walking or otherwise, where shots don't really go all that far. Well, that takes away our homing, so that's a definite no on that one. I think that's it. It's blue then. Blue increases the range. So they don't really do a good job of hiding the boss key from us. I think that would be a tiny bit more hidden. What's over here? 3 lanterns. I guess we could use the power-ups. Definitely no yellows. Blue is nice. Purple is nicer. Well, we're already at max with purple, so getting another purple doesn't really do much. Now, one thing that is different is that in the original games, all the power-ups were set by location. Welcome, but this place will be your grave. And not a very talkative boss, this one. It seems that only that first boss was of the easily killable type by standing in one spot and spamming the attack. The rest of them don't seem to take damage nearly as fast. That'd be a way to avoid all the things. That was easy. Really not too bad of a boss here. Just enough to be difficult, but not bad enough to be, you know, awful. Gonna take a while, though. And the fact that you only have 2 hits could be kind of bad for, you know, actual players who are not abusing save states. Is that even damaging him, or was it not doing damage because his mouth was off-screen? It's probably a thing, and if so, that's bothersome. Or, well, maybe it was just closed. Yeah, it definitely does seem that he's only taking damage when his mouth is open, and he only opens his mouth when he attacks. So that makes it a little bit tougher. I would amazingly agree with the people that say that the homing attack is the best one in the game, just based on what we've seen so far. Yeah, no. Taking damage lowers weapons, so that's a no. one more mouth opening, and there we finally go. And also, let's find out... Oh. Well then. Not nearly as many chapters as I would have thought. Let's carry on.